Hey, you ever been kicked out of McDonald's? Well, you'll find this video. Won't you? It's an entire video about that. No, look. We asked in the Friendly Geordies community page, as we sometimes do, so make sure that you keep refreshing that page for the rest of your life obsessively, because once every 2 weeks, there will be a new update. And this one was, Oi, have you ever been kicked out of McDonald's? Oh, I already said that part, haven't I? Write your story in the comments, and I'll make a dumb video for some of them. I'm fucking hilarious. Also, if you're in Bathurst, get tickets. Well, that show's already ended. And as you can tell, because it was in Bathurst, it went off. Now, here's the important point, which says a lot about you. Nearly 1,000 comments. Yeah, I've been kicked out of Maccas before. What is wrong with you people? Like, I'm telling you, it was just like I refreshed the page. It was like, yeah. So let's go through them. But seeing as there was just the absolute mountain of stories that was piled upon me, this really does seem like I'm sorting through some archaic bureaucracy system now. You've really sucked the fun out of it already. But here we go. Never been kicked out before, but I think we all know a particularly interesting story involving a particular previous PM. Oh, don't we all? Well, except the vast majority of international viewers that are watching this now. I don't think there's any need to explain it, as it was clearly more popular than the Queen dying, wasn't it? Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, and yes, I was expecting there to be a few, but a couple hundred of those comments. I like how more of Australians know that than who the first Prime Minister was. My high school rugby team. Oh, what an awesome clientele. I bet you the Tiffany store next to it was thinking, oh, why aren't they coming in here? What are we doing wrong? Look, one of them passed out and pissed in their mouth. I want to be cleaning that up. My high school rugby team stopped at Maccas for an after-match feed on the way back to town. Got kicked out for pickle racing. Ah, yes. McDonald's doesn't need to sponsor the Olympics. It's already there. Throwing pickles on the window. Yes, we know what it is, you thick-headed rugby moron. And whoever pickles stayed the longest yes, like it's pretty self-explanatory what pickles racing is. Fuck, what do you think you're genetically modifying little pickle Ricks? We're using straws as the finish line, Morty. Look, maybe I am being a bit presumptuous, just in case you don't know what pickle racing is. I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Look at that. Look, I'm sliding down the window! Everyone's looking forward to season 8, baby. Had to write an apology letter and all. Oh no, not the high school boy apology letter. I think we've all been there. Dear Sydney Trains, I am sorry for streaking in the quiet carriage. And by sorry, I mean I don't want the principal to yell at me again. If he didn't exist, I'd do it again, just saying. I went to McDonald's with some friends after smoking weed. Is there any other way to attend McDonald's? And one of them, a cop's kid, Jesus, talk about a genetic handicap, got into an argument with the manager. When told to leave, he filled a tray with ketchup and slung it all over the place. Then the cops got there and detained me and my other friend, while the only one of us who did anything left with his father. Look, yeah, having a cop as a dad, it just depends if they're a hard ass or they're Chief Wiggum, you know, like, there's only two ways that story could have gone. He either goes out being like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. He's definitely gonna get grounded. Come on, son, let's go to another McDonald's. I'm hungry. Or, put your hands up, son. He's resisting arrest. My wife's not going to like the outcome, but no one is above the law. Before my dad enlisted in the army, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Anyone that has a hard-ass dad. Oh, look, it's the Ronald McDonald House charity box. Let's spin it. Before 1994, he was a heavy drinker. Okay, this is not a counselling channel. So, living in Kalgoorlie at the time, fuck, it keeps getting darker. He stormed into the local McDonald's. Oh, it's about him. Yes, okay, now this context is still not making sense, but a little more appropriate. While plastered and demanded to meet Ronald McDonald. That's what I'm talking about. Fully unadulterated drunks in Maccas. This is what we're looking for. What do you mean I can't meet him? I saw him outside! He was escorted out by employees, riding a push bike through the drive-thru while intoxicated. There's so many cunts. What? It's a vehicle, fuck off. And I've just been told this was a good quarter of the story, so thank you for representing a large chunk of the demographic. After being asked repeatedly not to, will get you banned from service. Nonetheless, he persisted. Personally, I thought making engine noises Ah, yes, that'll fool them. And pretending to wind down my window, it keeps getting better, he's committing to the bit, was enough to pass for a vehicle. So do I. Can't you give him points for theatrical flair or something? Give him a burger. King, you should be their new mascot. I'm getting tired of the So my friends and I found out that butter is free. Okay, well this is a long comment and I think we all know where it's going. And the touch screen things don't force you to make a purchase. So we got 40 butters and 1 ketchup. Hey, ketchup. Fuck, you guys are fat. Look at the disproportion in fat. The lady behind the counter was very confused, but she gave us around 9 butters. Hey, they're supposed to be free! The bad part was, when the rest of our friends found out, there was a line of people that were all our friends just ordering butter. Jesus, it's like the Seinfeld episode where everyone starts eating Snickers with a knife and a fork. You're gonna bankrupt this large global multinational business. You know, the real mom and pop operations. After about the 5th time, the lady behind the counter kicked us out. See, this is what I'm starting to gather. If you work at McDonald's, your clientele, your customer is the scum of society. So for you to get kicked out, you really have to push the envelope. She waited for 5 of these people going, okay, 4 in a row could just be a twisted coincidence. And nah, fool me 5 times, nah, get out. In the end, we had a McDonald's paper bag full to the brim with butter. My friend kept that bag in his room for a week. Why not a lifetime? That's a trophy. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if McDonald's butter lasts that long. Police raided the McDonald's, found a worker was making crack in the basement. Damn. Even the staff are fucked. Also, does McDonald's have a basement or is he just walking into the toilet? Yeah, the disabled toilet. No one in a wheelchair ever rocks up here. It's the perfect disguise. Big Mac was alright though. Yeah, but it keeps getting smaller and more expensive. What's the go there? Oh, sorry, that comment should be reserved for our worst of series. Moving on. Maccas saved me from being kicked out of a Sizzler. My mistake. I said that McDonald's is the scum of society, but as we just learned from there is a basement to McDonald's after all. Sizzler wouldn't let me in because I didn't have any shoes on. Well, what do you expect? It's a classy establishment. It has a sneeze guard. So I went next door to Maccas and got 2 large brown Maccas bags and put them on my feet. Problem solved? No. So you went back to Sizzler after that going, what? It's the latest in Balenciaga fashion. What? Wow, Balenciaga. See, I can't even pronounce it. It's so fancy. We abused the self-service kiosk to give us negative burgers. What the fuck? Negative burgers. So when the purchase went through, it cost 0 for feeding the lads. What, so you press minus on the burgers and it lowers the price? Did you do fucking advanced accounting at uni? Like, you really should be working for one of the major firms helping banks to avoid tax. That's incredible. Modern hero. Instead of just being cool, the manager called security and the police and demanded we get arrested for fraud. Just like the Labour Party, busting up the global cabal of nations allowing all this corporate tax evasion. Yeah. Small scale stuff belongs in a current affair. Must have been binge watching Suits or something, but we got ejected for trespassing anyway. Man. Don't fuck with Mac Daddy. Jesus, they come down hard. Also on your end though. What? Why can't you just be, quote, cool with fraud? Former manager here. Once there was this clown and now it's not Ronald McDonald. Negative burgers, can you believe that? No, but imagine if that was the comment. I personally had to kick out 3 Eshays from the store as they kept ordering soft serve cones. And when called to collect them, they'd grab the ice cream only, closed fist, and then flog it at the closest friend. Lads are such fucking rats, aren't they? They're not evolved from chimps like the rest of us. Their closest descendant is the common brown rat. And so when you put the tools in front of them like you do with a great ape, they're just like, oh yeah, Brian Ant's nest, I can use this stick to put it in there and give me a fucking wallet bar, sting you cunt. This repeated about 7 or 8 times before eventually an elderly woman copped some to her eye. God, I love Nara. Well, seeing as this is Eshays from Nara, there is only one way to sign this off, and that is 2, 4, 5, 1, Nara. Didn't get kicked out, but my twin brother and I paid for our food once with over 485-cent coins. It's so much more annoying that you're twins. Which one's idea was it? We had a trainee serving us, manager and 2 other workers counting it all out. They're obviously not happy about it. And yet, they didn't kick you out. I'm telling you, it must just be the old movie cliche of,
it was his idea, kick him out.
Look, honestly, compared to all the other stories, I think you guys deserve to be kicked out the most. That is really, really irritating. Well, I'm a little happy meal from those stories. Thank you very much for them. They were, yeah, just like McDonald's, not bad. Anyway, if you would like another one of these videos, let us know. If you would like to buy some merch at Friendly Geordies, you could do that as well. I particularly like the shirt that is obviously infringing on copyright. I'm not going to put it up on screen because that would be so stupid, because then I'd have to stop selling it, wouldn't I? So, you want another one of those videos? Fine. You can like this. But I think that we also need one on McDonald's staffers confessing their sins. If you have worked at McDonald's and you have seen some untoward stuff, let us know, and we'll do a serious, as is the current meme on Friendly Geordies, investigation into that. But I'm sick of that thumb. We're not going to be using that picture again. We'll be using this one instead. Oh, it's the same one. I've just got a different shirt on.
2541 narrow, 2541 narrow boys, 2541 Shellhaven, 2541 remix, 2541 narrow, 2541 narrow boys, 2541